In this episode, IDRA's 9,000-ton Giga press for the Cybertruck is delivered to Giga Texas. Tesla announces price cuts in China to maintain its dominance of the Asian market, and Tesla Denmark unveils its revolutionary supercharger design. On January 6, renowned Tesla reporter Joe Tetmeyer used his drone to photograph the arrival of two colossal wooden boxes bearing the IDRA stamp in Giga Texas. Soon after, Brad Sloan, another drone operator, noticed two additional IDRA packages. It's not a stretch to assume from the markings that these crates hold the components for the eagerly anticipated 9,000-ton Giga press that Tesla will use to manufacture its Cybertruck this year. There's more though. Here is a photo from October 2022 of one of the 9,000-ton Giga press components being crated up at IDRA headquarters in Italy. Just keep in mind that the second collection of crates that Brad Sloan's flyover captured looks remarkably similar. And this lengthy package to that. This is probably due to the difficulty in disassembling the enormous rods that the dies move across and sit on. We were aware of Tesla's intention to begin limited production of electric trucks by the first quarter of 2023, as early as the beginning of 2022. Additionally, CEO Elon Musk stated that the company was prepared to start production at Giga Texas in the coming year during the Q2 2022 earnings call in October. And we don't just have to believe Elon when he says that. A Twitter sleuth at Gregor Truck on December 18 uncovered bills of landing that revealed Tesla's Giga factory in Texas had ordered 66 new KUKA production robots. These German-made robots are Tesla's preferred option for all of their production lines. In light of the Giga Texas Model Y production lines, 66 bots may not seem like a lot, but they should be sufficient to launch the new Cybertruck line. By connecting all of those dots, Giga Texas, which is getting ready to begin calibrations for the first casting attempts of their Cybertruck, becomes apparent, just in time for Musk's forecast as well. Tesla and IDRA's technicians will probably need some time to set up the massive Giga press and the KUKA robots for the new production line. Although we are unsure of the press's exact packaging, it appears that additional large crates would be required to hold the entire apparatus. Nevertheless, everything should go according to plan since the Cybertruck team is still in the tooling phase, where they prepare the specifications and practices that will be used in production. But we also found this while searching the IDRA Group's LinkedIn page for the image of the Giga press crate. On the IDRA floor, a new operational 9,000-ton press is being tested, as shown in the post from January 9. Another 9,000-ton ready for shipping to Asia, the caption reads. Since no one else is currently using presses this large, it makes sense to assume that this one is headed for Tesla's Giga factory in Shanghai. IDRA, like last time, made no mention of who exactly this press was for, but it's one thing to speculate that the press made specifically for Tesla will probably end up at their Asian factory. To make an educated guess is quite another thing. Even though it's not impossible, no plans have been made public about making the Cybertruck in Shanghai. Gigafactory. Despite several shutdowns, the Gigafactory Shanghai has been a powerhouse facility for Tesla this year, breaking all kinds of production records and even helping out other Tesla factories. A press of this size might, however, be utilized for the unnamed third platform that Elon Musk and Tesla executives discussed during the Q3 2022 earnings call. In response to an investor's question, Musk and his team confirmed that Tesla is working on its next generation vehicle platform and gave some important details. They claim to be aiming for this new platform to cost half as much as the Model 3 and Y. They anticipate it to outperform both in terms of production and, crucially, it will be smaller than the other two models. This is the only concrete proof we have for the long circulating rumors about a $25,000 vehicle that may be under development. And while it doesn't necessarily mean a new model of that kind is on the way, it does fit with the possibility of a smaller car whose manufacturing would be made much more productive by using a second 9,000-ton Giga press. But as of right now, that is just conjecture. There is nothing that can be predicted with any degree of certainty, aside from Elon Musk's and Tesla's remarks during the earnings call and a brand new Giga press that appears to be traveling to Asia. However, it is exciting to see large packages traveling to Giga Texas that have IDRA markings on the sides. The first test castings will be exciting to see, since dramatically lowering the price of the new Model 3s and Ys in their Asian market last week. Tesla has been making bold moves in China. In the Chinese market, both the rear-wheel drive dual-motor long-range and dual-motor performance versions of the Model Y crossover, as well as the rear-wheel drive dual-motor performance version of the Model 3 sedan are available. The price reductions appear to be between $2,000 and $4,000. The Model Y long-range dual-motor, for example, started at about $52,100 and is now about $45,100. However, some of the entries are more extreme. To provide even more context, Tesla charges $65,990 in the US for the Model Y's long-range dual-motor. Before we talk about another Tesla update, please give a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video so far. And stay tuned until the very end to know the latest happenings at Tesla. We all anticipate that goods will sell for varying prices in various markets. So what is it about the China market that Tesla uses to keep prices so low there? It doesn't seem likely that there aren't enough sales. In December, the China Passenger Car Association released sales figures for Tesla China. The real news here is that, in total, Giga Shanghai sold 710,865 vehicles in 2022 alone, which is roughly 54% of Tesla's total global sales for that year. This was despite the fact that it showed that Tesla China's December sales of 55,796 had fallen by almost 44% from the record of 100,291 units set in November. Even though sales went down in December, Tesla is doing very well in the Chinese market, but they are not at the top of the list. In China, BYD's Seal Sedan, which has similar specs to the Model 3 but is cheaper, sold more than Tesla's Model 3 in December. Right now, it's unclear whether the goal is to merely compete with regional manufacturers like BYD or to merely increase sales overall. However, a price reduction like these can only help Tesla maintain its lead this year. It makes sense that Tesla would need to test different layouts for their charging stations given the evolution of charging technology over the past few years. On January 5, 2022, the Tesla charging company published a tweet showcasing one of the more recent configurations in Denmark that aims to boost charge station efficiency. We see a small parking area that is obviously prepared for testing in an aerial drone shot. Although no parking spaces or signage have yet been set up, we can already make out a number of supercharger stations arranged in a novel way. Typically, electric vehicle charging stations are placed in inconvenient areas or added to older parking lots. The superchargers on the top left and right of this image still display the same design philosophy. In order to use these stations, a driver would have to pull up to the curb, as is customary for charging stations. Even Tesla stations built specifically for that purpose, like the one in North Bergen, New Jersey, exhibit this phenomenon. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with this configuration, particularly given how simple it is to add to an existing parking lot, which is something that every designer takes into account. The new approach to charger placement, however, can be seen if you go back to the image from Denmark. The Danish team set up these stations to align with where the parking lot lines will eventually be because the supercharger can be used on both sides. As long as a station has the required number of chargers, it can serve two users simultaneously. But that's not all. In keeping with this concept, Tesla's also positioned chargers in the middle of the parking lot, maximizing the amount of available maneuvering space for vehicles by using pull-through parking spaces to do the same thing. When the design doesn't call for a blocker, such as when a central curb supports a lighting system, or when the lot owners need to reduce the number of slow-speed accidents in their lot caused by pull-through users, pull-through parking spaces is used. However, the use case shifts when it comes to charging. In reality, nobody will be moving quickly through the center areas, therefore, it's not a major concern. Designing parking lots is an exercise in space utilization. You must create a plan that is seamless. This new design appears to meet all the requirements for a location where vehicles will be parked for a 15 to 20-minute charge before being driven through to the exit. Additionally, it uses half as many charge stations as previous configurations. And this innovative design is not only being used in Denmark. Here are two images that make use of this extremely challenging composition. One is from Exeter in the UK, and the other is from a parking garage in Roma, Italy. There aren't many different ways to set up a parking lot, so this design is probably going to be more prevalent in the future. So what are your thoughts about these Tesla updates? Which automaker do you see as a rival of Tesla? Please tell us in the comments. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Fred. Please subscribe to our channel for more technology updates and like and share this video. Now, did you know that Ford CEO admits something that Elon Musk is right? If you want to know more about this, click and watch the next video here.